right, so first thing is 73% of shoppers are preferring private label brands. 77% of grocers are prioritizing value with exclusive discounts. And finally, 63% of shoppers actively seek deals. So a lot of pricing, promotion, value discussion going on.
Yeah. I think that, it's an interesting place for us to talk about value and margin and what's happening. And if we take let's start with the sort of private label side of things, right? Like private label growth is happening across retailers, right? Like this is not, unique. I mean, store brand said 4.7% growth that private label in groceries saw, but we're not seeing it just in foods. Like Family Dollar is coming out with beauty and different tiers of beauty. And so regardless, you're definitely going to have to be able to navigate what a private label. And I look at like a specialty retailer that is used to having a captive audience of like, I sell this very specific thing, and the people who want it and want high quality come to me. With the proliferation of private label, I think one of the challenges is now there's more places for people to look. And even when someone might not be price sensitive, the introduction of new tiers of private label are creating this idea of this sort of like fear of missing out. They expect the idea that, let me check this out, even if it's organic, even if it's high quality, right? Even if it's gluten-free, like those sort of labels are being used on private label items, even though, and it's hard for a shopper, obviously, to differentiate quality. And so they're going to experiment. So if we talk about value, value isn't just price, right? We watched retailers for years chase price as a value, right? Like, oh, the only thing I can do to show value is drop to the lowest price. And what we're seeing is today, people are experimenting and are being even more strategic at a granular level, trying to, how can I, capture margin and protect my margin while still offering that value, because my shoppers are expecting, value, and defining it both by what I get and how much I pay for that. And I think that's really not even a shift. I think that retailers are now able to operate and see things at that granularity to be able to make those decisions. So I'm not saying, oh, all my prices need to be lowest, I'm going to chase whomever, right? They're able to say, this category or this product line, I want to be priced here, 5% above market, because it gives me a margin of this. And I know my shoppers will still appreciate it.
Yeah, and I mean, we know that it's really tough to compare and have a benchmark against private labels.